Hi and welcome back. It's been a while. Lots of things have changed. No longer living in Lou. Back in my hometown of Plymouth, but I've bought a house, and the benefit of that is I now have a man cave, and I've decided to start using it for doing some filming, a couple of reviews of gadgets, because those of you that know me know I love a good gadget. Those of you that know me also know I love coffee, and that's why today we're going to be talking about this, the Wacaco Prestina. It looks like it's update of the AeroPress. Obviously the AeroPress made by a different company, but the principle's the same, and this one seems to have a few advantages over the AeroPress. So let's get straight into it and see whether it's comparable, better or worse. I bought this out of my own money. I haven't been asked to do a review by Wacaco, so these are my views. I've got no reason to lie or praise it up. No financial gain whatsoever, and it cost me just under £30 from Amazon, and I ordered it on the 9th of July and it turned up yesterday. So there is a bit of a wait. They seem to be quite popular. However, there don't seem to be many reviews about it on Amazon other than official Wacaco videos showing you how to use it, and a couple of others from other YouTubers, but yeah, not many. So hopefully this one will help you to decide one way or the other as to whether you want to get one or not. So Prestina, nicely packaged, comes in a lovely box, and inside the box you'll find a bag, and inside the bag you'll find the Prestina. Now currently it's only available in one colour, which is green. The lid has got a slightly speckled gold effect. I don't know if you can actually see that. There's a couple of parts to it. So you have the lid that screws on the top, that keeps everything together. That leads you into the chamber cup, where you get a coffee scoop which doubles up as a stirrer, which I think is a pretty neat idea. Alongside that, there's a lid on the bottom which you use as a drip tray basically when you finish, and you have the cup with a nice little rubber silicone grip around it, and you also have the main working part, which is the filter. Now this is similar to the AeroPress, as in the filter slides up and down. You put the coffee in, fill it with water, set it on top of the cup. The opposite thing to the AeroPress is, as opposed to pushing the AeroPress down, with this one you set it on top of the cup and then you push the cup up into the chamber, which forces the water through the coffee and brings the coffee to the top of the unit. And to reset it, literally just put it in the opposite way. I know you can buy metal filters for the AeroPress. However, this one has a metal filter permanently fitted inside. So there's been a couple of times where I've almost lost my metal filter on the AeroPress when I've popped the coffee puck out, and especially when I've popped it into the fire when I'm on camp, and the filter goes flying off with it. So I like this idea. I think this is a definite positive over the AeroPress. However, let's see what it filters like. I haven't used this yet, it's the first time I'm using it. I have my Yeti flask with hot water in, and today I'm going to be drinking Illy Classico coffee because I like it. It's pre-ground. I have got a bean to cup machine upstairs. I've got manual coffee grinders that I take camping, but just for today, just for ease and convenience, I'm going to be using this. So I've given it a rinse out. It's not the first time it's been out of the box, so but this is the first time I've used it, so here we go. Couple of scoops of coffee into the Prestina. I'm going to turn this around just a little bit, so hopefully you'll be able to see exactly what's going on. Hot water from my flask, which I'm going to put in here. There is markings on here. It's 2, 4 and 8. 8 is the max, and it's marked in mils. So that's actually, there's only 2 marks on there, 4 and 8. 4 is 120 mils and 8 is 240 mils. So I'm going to go for a full measure. Now the beauty of this one is, as opposed to the AeroPress, under the filter on the underside of the cup there's a small rubber grommet that once the lid's on and you start pressing, that's what releases the coffee. But you can pour water into it and the coffee doesn't drip. Well, it does a little bit. You can see there's little drips coming out there. But as opposed to the AeroPress, when you put your coffee in, you've got to get the plunger in really quickly, because if you don't, the coffee starts draining through before you even get a chance to let it stew. So I'm going to use the stirrer, give it a couple of stirs, get the coffee moving around. And then screw the lid on. They say give it a minute, and I think we've already been around 30 seconds, so I'm only going to give it another 30 seconds just to see how it goes. It's going to be a case of experimenting with it because this is the first time I've used it, but I'm hoping it's going to be nice. It's a convenient size to carry in your bag, take it to work. Obviously great for taking camping. It's plastic, so it's quite sturdy and durable. And there we go. So all you need to do is press. And it's actually a heck of a lot easier to press than an AeroPress, which has impressed me already. I always struggle with my AeroPress, I don't know why, but so this is now pushing the water through the coffee grounds, and it's now pushing the coffee grounds to the top of the filter, where the AeroPress obviously pushes it down to the bottom. So that sits on the little bottom thing that comes off the bottom of the Prestina, and there we have a cup of coffee. Now it smells good, but as they say, proof is in the pudding. So cheers. Actually very good. I'm actually very, very tempted to say, for me personally, that's a better cup of coffee than I get out of my AeroPress. It's exactly the similar system. It's a cafetiere basically, same as the AeroPress. Put hot water in, and you push the water, force the water through the coffee grounds, through the filter, but it is a better tasting cup of coffee. Yep, I'm impressed. Cleaning up apparently is supposed to be quite simple. You undo the lid, and you can see the coffee grounds there, which you knock into a bin and then give it a rinse off under the tap. But again, not too difficult. The AeroPress scores above the Prestina for cleaning, because you literally pop the puck out and give the rubber plunger a wipe. This looks a bit messy, if I'm honest, but small price to pay, I think, for the results that I've got from the coffee. So okay, pros: small, compact, easy to use, easy to press compared to the AeroPress. That is a massive bonus. Inbuilt fixed filter, so you're not going to lose. A, you don't have to buy paper filters. B, you're not going to lose your metal filter because it's permanent in there. Any cons? The only con I can see is ease of cleaning. It's not going to be a major catastrophe to clean it up, but as you can see, I've knocked it into the bin and there's still coffee in there, which is going to need to come off. AeroPress is a lot easier. Just push the puck out, give the rubber plunger a wipe with a cloth, and you're done. This is going to be a bit more of a faff. But if I'm using it at home, at work, not going to be a major issue. If I'm using it when I'm out camping, I don't think it's going to be a major issue, but it's a bit more of a faff to do by the looks of it than the AeroPress. So yeah, if you can get one, if you want one, go for it. If you can get one as well, because at the moment they do seem to be in short supply, but definitely impressed, and I think you'll like it.